NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Carolina Panthers and the Cincinnati Bengals. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
Brandon Wilson now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, this defense for the Panthers, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one a first down pickup of 8.
The Bengals at 6-2 to start play. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. And that'll be incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Burrow will throw.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched him on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Mayfield now from the 50. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield. Oh, he'll take a shot for McCaffrey downfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample.
Here we go, here we go.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
12.
Burrow on 3rd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
On 2, ready?
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Now it's Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
3rd and 2, now Burrow. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. And he is going to have the Bengals first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Mixing up the middle, and he is going to lose yardage here. The tackle for loss goes to Matthew Ioannidis. Really nice play.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
11.
On 2nd and 12, Burrow. And he finds his target, Ebron. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 44-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 25 yards, the pickup there, and also a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Back to Mixon on first down. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. We're scoreless after 1. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they've got it 2nd and 7.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Boy, you know, some plays you can just sort of tell they're not going to work from the start, and that was one of them right there.
Yeah, I mean, he had every option taken away, and so all that was left for him to do was to try and keep it himself, but even he knew that he had nowhere to go.
McPherson's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their second drive here, the ballgame charge. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little bit. He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown, Carolina. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, Next Gen Stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour.
Here we go.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He finds his running back, Mixon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. 49 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Brian Burns in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the return will stop right around the 25. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. They'll roll him out right. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Laviska Shenault, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead is up to 18 now. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
11 empty, 11 empty. 12, 12, 12.
First down. Here's Burrow. And incomplete on the deep ball. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
11, Thomas.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. They'll get 34 yards there.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
11 mighty, 11 mighty.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. And it's caught. Touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are able to cut into that deficit. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it makes the score 21-10.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Trey Flowers picks it. And the Bengals are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
11 MT. 12.
Looking to throw again on second down.
Burrow finding Mixon here again on back-to-back plays.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Gotta go.
Inside handoff to Mixon.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
11 MT. 11.
From the 41,
Burrow.
Ebron caught left side. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Throwing left side is complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
11 MT. 11 MT.
They'll give it to Mixon. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Cam on the option.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Cam Newton in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now 21-17.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here, as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. So we thought maybe they would have a chance to extend this lead on the opening drive of the second half. Instead, they cough it up.
Obviously not an ideal start when you're trying to get a little separation, and I can guarantee that they talked about that in the locker room. Let's get out there, start this quarter the right way. Let's try and put some points on the board and create some space.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
2nd and 10 now. Burrow eluding the pressure right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one, and here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Now it's the backup Newton. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
11.
3rd and goal. Burrow. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. McPherson on for the point after. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw is caught here by Anderson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Mayfield looks to throw. And completes it once more to Anderson. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. Mayfield now from the 50. He's going to look deep for more. Touchdown, Panthers. But Baker Mayfield only 6'1", but he can certainly sling it, and we saw evidence of that right there. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
Following the interception, Mayfield. Flush to his right. And Mayfield will have a first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback, and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
Let's go.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Big time drive. Let's go.
They go quickly here out to Moore. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and that'll make this a 7-point game. So give him 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
On 1, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. Now this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, tried to help him shake it off because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up.
Now a dump off here complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Here we go, here we go. 11 MT, take 11 mighty, 11 mighty.
Now Burrow on first down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached.
And my goodness, another interception. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Second and 10.
Mayfield. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield.
Following the sack, Mayfield and the Panthers staring at a 3rd and long here.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Found his target. It's Anderson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Daxton Hill
In there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Play fake. Mayfield. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try to get those yards a safer way.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina.
Christian McCaffrey. His 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Panthers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. From his end zone, Wilson. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track. And now here is another interception. Dante Jackson picks it, and he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are right back in this football game. And now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, a 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense.
He's got a man, complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Deshaun Jackson, 95 yards. And the Bengals have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. He's got the connection to Moore. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. The tackle there by Jermaine Pratt. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Mayfield to throw it. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And next time, Brandon, I think you might want to consider running it because those defensive backs, they were plastered to the receivers, and they weren't letting up as that play went on.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Here we go. 11, 11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11. 11 MT, 11 MT.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
Here we go, here we go. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go.
From the gun to give to Mixon. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
12, 12, 12. 12, 12, 12, 12. Stop.
Burrow.
He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Burrow.
Ebron caught left side.
And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. They'll get it inside the 20. 96 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's a run with Mixon. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
20.
Mixon trying to punch it in. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Here we go, here we go. 11, 11, 11, 11.
To throw, Burrow.
And they do not get it. It's incomplete. They went for the win, and the big gamble does not pay off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
Fair catch called for and taken just inside the 10-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
They run with McCaffrey off the option.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
And my goodness, another interception.
Daxton Hill picks it off, and the Bengals are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. A final shot now for Burrow.
This is caught. It's Boyd. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for Carolina, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11. Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State and TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Baltimore Ravens and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Lawrence. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Patrick Queen got in there to stick him. He gets the sack. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback, too.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And the Ravens will have solid field position here as they take him. Their 45-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 45. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Fourth down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Agnew now to return. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
On the ready.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And their opening drive, that ended with the interception. Fortunate, though, it didn't lead to points.
It didn't lead to points, and because they kind of got away with one, maybe you come back and throw something similar again to show that you're not afraid, that you're not going to back down, and take your shot. Let the defense know that you're going to be there all game long.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 32 on the play.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. This guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
Stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. Play action. It's Lawrence. This one. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around him and tell him everybody to get it together. Let's get some focus going here, because maybe he just sensed that maybe the whole team wasn't ready to play.
Yeah, well, they've gone interception, now fumble. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Here's Jackson to throw. That's into the hands of Khalif Raymond. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Ravens use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is...
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Jaguars. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That's a nice play.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. Now Dobbins again on second down.
Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. These two teams all tied after one. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, Jackson. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Out now is the punter, Jordan Stout.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
On the counter, Etienne.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
That one a first down pickup of 8. The Jaguars at 4 and 6 now on the year. They come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule,
it's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Jaguars. Will Fuller with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year.
And the Jaguars have moved out in front. Extra point up and good from Santoso.
And that makes the score 14-7.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Now it's Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive they went 3 and out.
Jackson firing quickly out wide for Bateman. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7.
Second down and 3. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Now Jackson. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out. But his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Devin Duvernay.
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
Tucker with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off by Marcus Williams. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. After the interception, here's Jackson trying to lay one up deep. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again, escaping the pressure right. And this is caught on the sideline, and he gets out of bounds as well. How about that? So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun.
He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10.
At their own 16.
They'll look to ETN to start things out.
And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. It's caught inside the 25.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at first.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Travis Etienne, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point up and good from Santoso.
And we are tied at 21. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half. Tied after the first 2 drives of the third quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try and run the option left side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On first down, here's Breida. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. Second down. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Devin Duvernay. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys have now moved out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he returns this to the 22. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half. Incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. With the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 63 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive linemen said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's Foley Fatukasi into the backfield with ease and making the stick for a loss.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by
it to Sean Gibson. And the Jaguars are going to have a short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Right at the 50-yard line.
Straight ahead, Etienne.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Running out of the gun with Etienne.
And he's going to be down close to a 1st down at the Ravens 41. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence again. Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Picked off by Patrick Queen.
He's at the 50. The 30, 10, and he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking. He's got a man complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. And that one results in 35 yards.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Lawrence.
And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. 3rd down here.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something's off with that one.
Looking downfield for Jones. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown. Marvin Jones, 51 yards.
And the Jaguars have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point up and good from Santoso.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A gain of 8 on the keeper and a first down. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right. But the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
From the 30 on second down, Jackson looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now 2 yards to go on third down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Dobbins trying the left side.
He juked him. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
92 yards on the ground here for Dobbins, and a first down coming up.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jags will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
The Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence they're going to put more points up on the board.
Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here's Lawrence.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Back to throw. Lawrence.
Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 20-yard line. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Throwing now, Lawrence.
That's going to be caught. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play.
With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and Quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, it wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Lawrence.
He's got it. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
It doesn't get any more exciting than that. It was all or nothing on the final snap at the goal line. And that defense, they came through with one final stand.
And I don't know about you, partner, but give me a minute here to let my heart get settled a little bit. How about that drama we just saw there? One play could have decided the whole thing. Incredible defensive play to win it. An effort there that can't be understated.
So for the Ravens, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they'll be back home next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now in the year. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit.